come by and check on your place.
Okay.
And, you got to move all your stuff and hide it and all that.
But that doesn't apply to today. You don't do all that today. You can have whoever you want in your house.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that don't apply. Don't apply. Yeah.
I know years ago,
Yeah, years ago they would do that, but assistants that come out,
but
yeah,
now,
when you go
now,
for
there are some places-
when you go for a recertification, when you go for recertification for your apartment, whoever nowadays they don't put everybody on the lease. They only put the head of the household on the lease.
Yeah.
So that's how you're able to get over to put who you want in house. This is how it is today. Moving out of a shelter or changing from one apartment to another, or another house to another house. If you go and you say, I'm the head of household, that's what they go by. They want to know all that's in there. But they don't come out expect now Section 8 come and inspect. They come and inspect your apartment. They don't come and inspect who live in there. Only recertification covers who lives there. So you walking around in a lie, then you lying. And you got to deal with that with God. You know what I'm saying?
But see, there is a section where people are living, and it's not Section 8.
Mm-hmm.
But, whoever's in there, then their names are supposed to be on the lease.
Right.
So if they just happen to come by, and they see that then they're gonna charge you more money and might throw you out too, because, you know what your lease stated, and then you have somebody that stands, so to keep them from doing that, they tell you, you got to hide your stuff, you got to
I don't
go
know about
in the
that.
closet or somewhere.
They telling fibs.
Huh?
They don't do all that no more. I don't know. People
Yeah, they
telling me
do.
that. Well, what program is that? Tell me the program.
I don't know about a program, I'm saying where these people live, that's what they do.
Okay.
I don't think they're in a program.
No, it's not the program.
Okay.
It's,
He said, how many gonna be living in the home, in that house?
Yeah, in that area, it's not a program that in, you know.
That's why I say you tell them whatever you want to tell them, right?
right.
When they come to look, I'm gonna leave it
I
alone.
don't think they were
I'm gonna leave it
they're
alone.
just looking for the man things
Mhm.
in the house. But when they come, let's say apartment inspection, and they see something that pertaining to that husband, and you saying he ain't there, and you the head of the house.
That's
then-
not their right. They're not supposed to do that.
I don't know.
They're not supposed to do that.
Well, that depends on where you live.
You're not supposed to do that.
Everybody's not in a program.
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about an apartment that you move into. They're not supposed to come in your house and go through not go through. Understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that when they come for inspection, when they come into your apartment, they're supposed to tell you what they're coming for. They can't just come there. Now, once you let them in, let's say for instance you got a man sneaker there, right? They don't know nothing about the man. That ain't none of their business. If you go and have, just like I said, when they come for inspection, they come in to inspect. But when you go for recertification to renew your lease, now you go and tell them who's on the lease. You got a man in the background. You saved. You lying. Okay, so eventually it's gonna catch up with you, regardless of how you look at it. It's gonna catch you because you gotta be honest.
Right.
Now, the unsaved person, they do whatever they want to do, and they come on in. They just like I said, they come to inspect your apartment. You go for recertification. You tell them who on there, and you got your man staying there every night. That ain't their business, to be honest.
But now, two same people shouldn't run into that.
That's what I'm saying. That's my point. If they save and they do it,
It's happening.
that's what I was trying to understand. If a saved person is doing that, then they are. You're right. They wrong. They live in a lie.
It's happening.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Then they need to sit down. They don't need to be professing nothing, because they lying now. Just that simple.
When they do, but still doing it. In case of a fire or flood,
Mm-hmm.
they automatically start counting how many people supposed to be in that apartment. Now, you came in my house a few months ago, you see, you know somebody that lived there beside me. But when there's a fire, water, busting on the roof and all that, they wanna know who's in the apartment, this way they know what to tell the authorities. They don't have to look for you.
No.
Some places,
They tell nobody.
Some-
I had a file in mind. They didn't ask me that.
some
They
places
asked
go
me
back
how
to
many was in
income.
there, but they didn't know how many was in my apartment.
No, they don't.
That's what I'm saying. It's what you tell them.
Some places are according to your income. So if they're only counting on the wife's income,
Mm-hmm.
but you got 3 other incomes in there, then they can charge you more.
Well, we're not talking about charge. We talking about who's living there.
No, what
I
I'm
got
saying-
you right.
Yeah,
They
I'm
go by the
saying if
income.
Somebody's living there and they're not on the lease,
Mm-hmm.
and they're going by the one income, and you got 3 other incomes, that's deception.
Yes, it
That
is.
means they,
You
cause they
telling-
can raise the
Yes, they
raise
can.
the rent
Yes, they
about,
can.
about how much income is in the
That's
house.
right.
Yeah, but that's why they have the people to hide and do.
Okay.
But you
That's
know,
right.
I'm still saying, if you look at it, if
It's
you
wrong.
look at it from a spiritual point,
Mm-hmm.
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
Yes.
I agree.
Now, if it's my daughter
Mm-hmm.
doing that, saying her husband, you know, I'm the head of the house, then I would tell them, no, you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But other people can see this going on and don't say nothing.
Well,
Well, why is the woman stating that she's the head of the house?
because
Is she the head of the house?
she's the one that's on the lease,
Okay.
and nobody else is on the lease.
Okay.
She's the head of the house.
But
But spiritually,
Mhm.
even if she's on the one on the lease, but her husband's there,
Okay.
but she's the main one on the lease because of her income or whatever.
Right.
The man is still the head of the household.
Right. True.
He's still the head of the household on our sense of
Mhm.
perspective.
Okay.
But if the woman is in there and she got the apartment
Mm-hmm.
and it's only in her name,
Mm-hmm.
she's the head of
She's
the
the
house.
head. I agree. I agree.
Well, I
As
don't
far
see
as the
how-
bills is
I
concerned.
still say, I don't see how saved people
No. Save your gains.
can go through this.
I don't even see how they got into the apartment stating that she's the head and he ain't. I don't even see how